Alright, boys and girls, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, January 8th. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFS Chapo, or you can use my link that's in the description. Alright, okay, let's start with DraftKings. Let's start with point guard. I'm gonna try not to tilt about Sunday slate. So let's see how far I can get without going off. DraftKings point guard SGA 10.42 cheap, fires ass up against Washington. I'm locking him in right now. Value or no value, I'm locking in SGA. Everyone has a field day against Washington. Jordan Poole is like ranked the worst player in the league, like his plus minus. That means his efficiency when he's on the court. He's a fucking negative, net negative. Fire up SGA. Halliburton 10.2. Another matchup proof guy. If you're playing two lineups, have one with SGA, have one with Halliburton. I don't know what else to tell you. Booker 9.3. He's fine. Harden, part of the big three. He's fine. Lillard is out. Let's see what type of value that brings out. Because I don't want none of those guards behind Lillard. You feel me? Rozier's in play against Chicago. VanVleet. I'm not interested in VanVleet, to be honest with you. He's sometime-ish. After the week we all had with NBA, I'm not trying to fuck around with VanVleet. You see what I'm saying? Tyler Hero's in play. Bradley Beal's in play. Derek White's always in play. Kobe White, 7.2. Drew Holiday, 6.8. He's fine. Westbrook, not interested in if he's going to be playing 18 to 21 minutes. Yes, he can't pay it off, but I need you on the court. You feel me? Giddey, not really interested in him. Sometimes he plays 22 minutes. Sometimes he plays 30 minutes. Minutes, last 5 games, 21, 27, 27, 22, 24. His price went up to 6.3. Listen, he's not a bad play, but his math don't math. You feel me? Let's continue. You can take a shot on Tyus Jones, Sexton, Poole, man of the hour. He's $5,600 for a reason. If I play 20 lineups, I might have him in one. And that's maybe. I think close to the lock, I'd probably take him out. Nembhard, not interested in. The rest of these guys down here, I'm not interested in. If Nembhard is out, you want to give McConnell a shot. 4.8 is pricey, but not the worst play in the world. Nothing else stands out. Let's go to shooting guard. Paul George is in play. Jaylen Brown is in play. 8.2. Good matchup against Indiana. We know that. Levine. What did Levine do in his first game back? 26 fantasy points in 30 minutes. Yeah, they needed to straight his ass. Chicago was better without him. Middleton, 7K. Does he get a bump without Lillard? I get a couple more assist opportunities, a couple more shots, but I'm not going to lock him in my lineup because he's going to play 30 minutes. He's going to play 30 minutes. Who else is here? Jalen Green, 6.5. He's fine. Brandon Miller, 6.3. Okay. Mr. Locker Room himself, Grayson Allen's absolutely in play. Jordan Clarkson is in play. I heard they were playing him a lot so that teams could see if they want him or not, like trying to show him off. 14 shots, 31 minutes, 6.3. That's fine. That's fine with me. Mathurin's been playing well off the bench. Norman Powell if you're desperate. Taylor Martin if there's no Jimmy. Buddy Hield's been pedestrian. They might as well trade his ass too, because he ain't working out. Caruso, if there's no Caruso, Kobe White, Levine, DeRozan get a little bit of a bump. Duncan Robinson if you're desperate. Bruce Brown if you're desperate. Koulibaly if you're desperate. DeStumno gets a bump if there's no Caruso, but just some of those bad for fantasy. Beasley gets a little bit of a bump with no Lillard. He's 4.6. That kind of stands out a little bit, just a little bit. Don't go too crazy. Jason Tate's in play. Isaiah Joe if you're desperate. Kason Wallace if you're desperate for value. Small forward. Tatum's in play always. If he can't go, you already know who. Everybody else gets a bump. Very, very easy. You guys know that. Kawhi's in play. Marketing looks good. 8K. Fire him up. DeRozan against Charlotte. He's okay. What has he been doing? Let's see what DeRozan's been doing with his time. 38, 38, 25, 43, and 31 fantasy points. He's overpriced if that's the most he could do. Like I always say, you're only as good as your last game. Jalen Williams is okay. Kind of prefer him on FanDuel. Does get blocks and steals. So that if he's not hitting his shots, he could still give you decent fantasy points. But he's been scoring last couple games. 38, 29, 27, 41, and 35 fantasy points last 5 games. Now you're going up against Washington in an amazing spot. Fire his ass up. Abdi is in play. Jacques Jr. is in play. Well, who else is here? Jacques Jr. Dort against Washington. If I played 40 lineups, I'd probably throw Dort in one. I'm lying. If I play 50 lineups, maybe I'll throw Dort in one. But against Washington, he looks better than usual. I can't admit that. Find a Checchio. You can take a shot. I don't really fuck around with small forward because those guys at the bottom are nah. Giannis 11-7 gets a bump on Lillard. Durant's in play. Miles Bridges is in play. Kuz is in play against OKC. Al Horford's in play. Porzingis can't go, Al Horford gets a bump. If Al Horford and Tatum can't go, you guys know the rest of the starting lineup gets a bump. And yeah. If for some reason Porzingis and Tatum can't go, you could probably take a shot on Cornet, but I prefer Porzingis and Horford to be out before you start looking at Cornet. He's a center. All right, Jabari Smith Jr. is in play, 6'6". Bobby Portis has been pitiful. He's been pitiful. I keep trying to be loyal to this guy. This is what you do. 19, 16, 20, 11, and 17. His minutes are down too. Does he get more minutes with no Lillard? Probably not. Why should he? He's a fucking power forward. But yeah, he had a good little run. But it's over now. He had a good little run. 47, 45, 51, 26, 25, 23, 30. It's over now, buddy. It's over now. No Bobby Portis for me. If he goes out there and he destroys Utah, then he goes out there and he destroys Utah. But I gave him 5 games in a row. John Collins, 5.2. I'd rather play John Collins. I know what I'm going to get with him. Jalen Smith, 4-7. Okay, play. Nothing spectacular. If they start Jovic again for Miami, nothing spectacular. He's priced up. The rest of these, Obi Toppin, you could probably take a shot on, but the rest of these guys on here, I can't do it. Sorry. Let's go to center. Bam, Sengun, Holmgren. If Vooch can't go right back to Drummond. But his price hasn't come down where it needs to go yet. So that's not really like some cute play. So we keep an eye on Vooch. Nurkic is okay. Keep an eye on Drummond and Vooch. Miles Turner's in play. Zubac's in play. Brook Lopez is in play. Gafford's in play. Nick Richards is in play. Kevin Love is in play, believe it or not. Kessler and Cornette, under extraordinary circumstances, will keep an eye on Boston. If for some reason Cornette started, he's a good play. That's why he's priced up. All right, we're about to go to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. I know the last week and a half, the NBA has been grueling. It's been disgusting. It's been awful. You just got to stick to your process. Just stick to it. Things will turn around. These things happen. That's part of it. If you're still struggling to cash, you're tired of wasting your money, you want help, you need help, you want my lineups, I got you. I'll send you my lineups right before lock, right before tip off. Just check out the Patreon link in the description. We got NBA tiers, NFL tiers, NHL tiers, PGA tiers. We got all sport tiers for people that play everything. And then we have an all NBA tier for people that want to play late slate also. So find what you're looking for. And let's get going. Let's go to FanDuel. Let's wrap this bad boy up and let's get out of here. SCA 11-8. Look, he looks pricey, but fire him up. Halliburton. Like, you got to understand something with the salaries. SCA is absolutely priced for his matchup. That amazing matchup, he's priced for it. SGA, Halliburton in play. Rozier, 8-8, he's fine. Harden's in play. Van Vliet, still don't like him. He's okay, but I'd rather get to Derek White if there's no Tatum. At least I know what I'm going to get with these guys. Van Vliet, you never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Kobe White, okay, nothing spectacular. Bradley Beal's in play. Drew Holiday's fine. Looks a lot better with no Tatum. Looks a lot better with no Tatum or Porzingis because Holiday grabs rebounds too. That's why I like these Boston guys. They do a lot of everything. They don't just have to score. Clarkson's in play. Sexton's in play. Giddey, I'm not thrilled about. Jalen Green's an okay play. Jordan Poole is dog shit. Westbrook doesn't play enough minutes for me. Tyus Jones if you're desperate. McConnell if Nemhard is out. That's just a long shot. That's nothing to do a front flip about. Let's go to shooting guard. Booker's just there. He's okay. Jaylen Brown 8-5 looks better with no Tatum. Paul George is fine. Hero. Jalen Williams looks good. Middleton is fine. A little bit of a bump with no Lillard, but nothing too crazy. Grayson Allen's always in play. Mathurin for me. Lou Dort if you're playing a lot of lineups. You know, Lou Dort could win you a contest, but he could also give you a fucking 0. That's the problem with Lou Dort. Tatum, we're keeping an eye on Tatum. KD's in play. Markin is in play. Miles Bridges is in play. Jacquez is in play. Or Hawkes. Abdia. Neesmith's in play. We'll pay attention to Caleb Martin and Bruce Brown. Fontecchio's in play. Koulibaly's in play. I want to say Cam Whitmore for value, but he's already mid-priced up, so you know that play is not really that sneaky. Listen, just if you're new, I want you to understand that we're really going over my core plays, like my player pool. If you see I'm not digging too deep into the bottom of the barrel, into the bottom of the well, that's because you can't find value 18 hours, 19 hours before lock. Value comes when players are ruled out and starting lineups are announced. That's when you create your value. So just for those people wondering, like, why I'm not talking about, fucking Drew Eubanks and fucking Taylor Hendricks and Jimi Hendrix and fucking Kobe Brown and fucking Bobby Brown and fucking all these fucking bozos. That's because they don't matter. Once you get once you get the injury report, once you get starting lineups, once bench players starts named and announcing the starting lineups, then you build your value. You feel me? So just about patience. Giannis, KD, Jabari Smith is in play. Kevin Love, John Collins if you're desperate, Bobby Portis if you're desperate, Obi Toppin if you're desperate, Jason Tate if you're desperate. And at center, Bam 9K, he's fine. Sengun 9K, he's fine. Tough matchup for Sengun. Chet looks amazing at 8-5 against Washington. We'll keep our eye on Vooch and Drummer, like we said. Miles Turner, Nurkic, Lopez, Zubac, all in play. Kessler and Gafford, you could take shots on, but I prefer Gafford. Nate Richards is in play. Al Horford looks better without Porzingis. Jalen Smith, if you're desperate. And if Luke Cornett started for some reason, he's absolutely in play. Listen, that's all I got for you. Appreciate each and every one of you guys taking the time to watch my video. Hope you had a profitable weekend. I know NBA was a little bit sick and disgusting, but you'll make it through the storm. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need me to build you lineups and send you lineups for any sport. And I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.